Georgia on the logo, celebrating back-to-back Nats. Perfection wears red and black tonight. 15-0, the Dogs have done it and won a second consecutive national.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, not again.
Leaf Flicker to get the night started. Downfield looking for Godwin, into his hands, and guess which Dogs are barking first? Uga, get after it.
Sonny Michelle will send the Dogs home to the championship game.
And Bobo throws that thing in the end zone, and
Yes!
touchdown! Touchdown in the goal line!
Sigue Ringo, corta dentro, Ringo, touchdown! Georgia!
Georgia Bulldogs bludgeon their way to back-to-back. Glory, glory. Georgia, as the fight song says.
This is our love for each other. 1 + 1 = what? 3. We are better together and we are connected.
This is Robert Iron E. Singleton, a.k.a. D-Dog from The Walking Dead, or Alton from The Blind Side, and you are watching Respect the Hedges on the Fan Addict Sports Network. All right, guys, go Dogs, sick 'em.
Go Dogs. That's right. Go Dogs. What's up, Respect the Hedges family and Dog Nation? We're in here for another episode of Respect the Hedges, part of the Fan Addict Sports Network, man. Let's get this thing started. As always, y'all know we presented by Tailgate Kings. All right, man, we in here tonight to finish up our position breakdown before fall camp. Fall camp is started already for some teams, and the Dogs should be getting started later this week or early next week. And we here to talk defensive backs, our last position group, man. So let's go ahead and bring the fellas in and get this thing started, man. And, man, first up in the box, man, former UGA DB himself. Hold on. You don't want me to add nobody? Oh, there we go. All right, former UGA DB himself, E-Rob, and baseball player. There it is.
Hey, what's up, Coach? What's happening?
What's going on with your E?
Man, we talking DBs, man. So you know, I'm ready, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm biting at the chomping at the bit to get this thing going, man. You know, I had a birthday over the weekend, so you know, I'm a year older, a year wiser, and that wisdom, that newfound wisdom that I have, is telling me that the Dogs are. Man, I'm feeling really good about this upcoming season. I'm feeling like we're going to do something special. So let's go. Let's talk about it.
Right. I like it. So happy belated to our guy E-Rob. That's right, man. Listen, man, we're here to talk about the DBs. Hey, man, some would say there's a lot of questions in that DB room as far as their experience goes, but we're here to talk about it tonight, though.
Oh, Coach, let me say this right now since we're talking about that. So I don't know if anybody has seen college football 2025 or the new one that came out. They are totally disrespecting our DB room. Boy, I'm talking about we ain't stop. I haven't seen us stop anybody, man. All you got to do is throw the ball against us. So hopefully it doesn't play out that way in real life. But I just want to point that out. College 2025 is totally disrespecting the Dogs secondary. Okay, my bad. I'm off my soapbox.
Right. All right, let's bring in former wide receiver Shawty Parker. What's going on, Shawty?
There he is.
Hey,
I can't hear y'all.
We can hear you.
Like all the sound just left.
Let's put him in the back. Let's go ahead and bring in former tight end and Tailgate Kings CEO himself, JV. What's going on, JV?
Hey, man, we in the building. Shout it. We can hear you just fine, man.
Right.
Hey, E, you know what? I kind of concur. I thought it was me when I was playing the game, but it might be the disrespect that they put on the Dogs on that game because I was getting scotched. Hey, listen, I had to put our DBs back 15 yards and have them playing over the top to keep from getting beat deep. I didn't know what was going on.
It's disrespect is what it is.
But we will not see that happening in the season. So let's go ahead and get that out the game. Or whoever made this game, get it together in the next update.
Right. All right, let's see. Shawty, can you hear us now, Shawty? Shawty, can you hear us? No? You still can't hear us? Can you hear us? No.
You got to put a cord in that thing, man.
You
Plug the cord in.
And he got maroon on.
That's probably why.
Former UGA wide receiver, man, Corey Allen. What's going on, Corey? Shawty having your wide receiver brethren having some technical difficulties.
I'm gonna let him put a cord in the game. He know it's time to play. I'm out here outside, man. I gotta rethink this decision because
with that wind blowing, boy,
slight tornado out here. Glad to be back with the ball.
Yeah, we can hear it, bro.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Let me get. I'm gonna relocate shortly, but I'm out here, man.
Bet.
CA on location, y'all. He on location.
Hey, he on location. He got 2-second delay. When we go to CA, he be like, yes. Oh man, let's take it in there, man. Say what's up to some of the dogs, man. Shelby in the building, First Lady, what's going on? Say, go dogs. If you haven't been watching the Olympics, you're missing out on greatness. Even the men's soccer team is winning. Shocked the hell out of her. They shocked me too. Listen, shout out to Nick Fink, UGA Dog, man. Dogs in Paris. If you haven't checked out that video on Respect the Hedges, the new channel, y'all make sure y'all go over there and check that out. Nick Fink got a bronze medal in the 200 men's breaststroke. So shout out to Nick Fink. It's his first at age 31. So we got showing you can stick with it, dog, and still go get that medal. So
hey, Cole.
Yeah.
Real quick. Hey, why is the United States so disrespectful to these medal winners, man? Did you see the disparity of payout between the medal winners for the United States and like what some other countries receive? I'm talking about countries like, just other countries. For real. China, like, I know it's China. I know it's China or, Korea, but man, they pay their gold medal winners like $760K for a gold medal. We get $32K.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't know.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I don't know why I thought we was close to $1 million for a gold. I don't know.
Not at all. That's probably $1 million for everybody who want to go combined. But no, that is a huge disparity.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For real.
Disrespect is going around, boy.
Let's see.
Maybe it's because we have a little bit more, back end money when it comes to the endorsements and whatnot.
Could be.
Than they may have, but.
Shawty, you with us now?
Yeah, man, I had to get a little audio patch. It made me restart my PC. That's what was going on.
I got you.
Good.
Welcome in the building, our guy Shawty, former wide receiver at UGA.
Gentlemen, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, man? What you got on maroon tonight for?
So what now?
I said, what you doing rocking that maroon tonight?
Your camera showing you as maroon. We know it's red and black.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, folks.
Everybody, these little patch.
Hey, that's what's up. J Dog is in the building. What's going on, J Dog? Chicken, what's going on, Chicken? Oklahoma fan in the building. Say you cut me deep, coach. I had Waffle House. Oh man, it was a rough morning for me this morning, Chicken. Breakfast tailgate will be back on Thursday, Chicken. Make sure you had that Waffle House. My boy B Shaw in the building. A little dog talk before hitting the stage. That's right. Who you playing with tonight, B Shaw? Your brother not gonna flake on you tonight, is he? Tell my boy to get out there and get in them cars now.
And the boys on those spades? On a Tuesday?
Yeah. Yeah, little games going on. You can win a little scratch here and there, you know what I'm saying? So
like that.
Around the ATL in different parts. Let's be in the building. Say, watch and respect the Hedges while my son is at practice. While at my son's practice playing football. Okay.
That's what's up.
All right. What position he play, Lance? Let us know. Stat guy in the building. Say don't forget to go over to youtube.com/respect the hedges. That's right. We got a video. We actually stream it over there currently for the show, and we got a video on to tell y'all about the dogs over in Paris. All 34 Georgia Bulldogs is in Paris, and the 10 support staff members is over there as well. Happy birthday, E. Rob. Shelby says.
Thank you, sweetheart.
B. Shaw say birthday boy.
All right.
Okay. Mars Jam. OU in the building. OU shows much support for the fan addict. We appreciate it.
Y'all got that cash out? Y'all got that cash out? Y'all need me to send that, put that in the chat?
All right, man. We're here to talk safeties, corners, DBs. That's what it's about. I'm gonna let Shawty open this thing up, man. Just give me your overall thoughts on this DB room, man.
Overall thoughts, I think we're gonna have a good unit. You know, I think the back end is gonna obviously be the strength of this secondary. Malachi Starks, we know he's a All-American type player. The guy that's going to be opposite of him, he's had a little bit of experience. I think he played some backup duty, maybe like 6 or 7 games last year. So he does have some experience. The cornerback position is going to be a little bit different. We do have a starter coming back. What's my boy Everett?
Dalen Everett. Yep, Dalen Everett.
Yeah, Dalen Everett. He started all the games last year, so he's coming back. But I'm just not still 100% sold on him yet. Then the guy opposite of him, I think he had about 7 games of experience last year in spot duty, so he got to play a little bit too. It just the experience thing has really got me really kind of just not all the way sold on this unit. But I'm gonna bring that back full circle. I'm gonna bring that back full circle later on in the show. But what I see as a unit, I do like, but I'm gonna tell y'all why I like it a lot more later on in the show.
Bet. Your thoughts, E-Rob, on this DB room? Just overall thoughts.
Yeah, so I mean, I think Shawty hit it right on the head. I think the strength will be with the safeties. When you look at the cornerback position, there are some questions. Of course, we're gonna just we're saying this on repeat. There's talent in the room, so it's just kind of finding the right guys to go out there and execute what we're trying to get done. I'll say this, man. Dalen Everett, he has to step up. He's the only guy at that cornerback position with a whole season worth of talent of experience. So he has to. I don't want to worry about him, but I'm with Shawty. I am still kind of skeptical with him. So I just got to see him play more consistent and not let the ball go over his head. The ball goes over his head a little bit too much. And then at the other cornerback position, we talk about Julian Humphrey and Daniel Harris. Again, a lot of talent. So we'll see which one of those guys where it shakes out.
Okay. Hog Wild Podcast representing Arkansas gets in and say for all the dogs was good, fellas. Tell Shawty he was right about Sam Pittman. Shawty tried to tell him early on that Sam Pittman wasn't the guy at Arkansas. Hey man, he got it's make or break year for Sam Pittman. We loved him as an O-line coach over here at the Dogs, man, but he ain't not getting it done out there at Fayetteville. So JV, that back end, man, we got 2 guys that got a lot of experience, and actually 3: Dan Jackson, Starks, and Everett. But leave a lot to be desired, man. Leave a lot to be desired.
Hey, listen, man. Again, if I'm having to judge them from this video game I've been playing, well, we are some warm garbage. But I know that ain't the truth. I know that ain't the truth, man. I know my squad. What I'm feeling like is that we're gonna have some young guys that's gonna have to contribute. We talked about Everett, and I mean, I think everybody has the same sentiments about Everett. We hope that he steps it up a level. Matter of fact, or actually 2 levels from previous years, man. Because we just feel like he could do a lot better, and we can get a lot more out of him. I'm hoping that's the case. Charlotte's touched on it. Malachi, everybody touched on it, man. Malachi, bona fide superstar, right? We see this guy doing amazing things and continuing to be who he is being. And then we kind of got these guys in the shuffle, even with Humphreys. He got hurt, missing time at the end of the year. and you got these new hungry guys coming into the squad, onto the squad, trying to push them. I think we're gonna, like I said, get some good play, and hopefully we get some great play out of some of these young guys. Hopefully we have somebody who emerges out of this room that just like Malachi did against Oregon when he was a freshman. That's what I'm looking for this year. Not 100% worried, just would like to see them play better. Kind of like what we mentioned with the defensive line. Not worried, but just want them to go out and dominate. I don't want nobody to score. That's what I'm looking for.
Didn't we have to keep both of those guys out the portal? Then both of those guys hit the portal.
Two corners,
Daniel Harris and Julian Humphrey. Shout out to Dr. G getting in. We appreciate the support, Dr. G.
Doc.
And
what's up, Doc?
Shout out to Ken. We appreciate it, my man. OU fan himself. Say what's up. Yeah, we did. JV have to keep both of those guys out the portal. They both flirted with the portal. I guess, some of that NIL was, talking to him a little bit. I think Julian Humphrey even said that. Little NIL was tapping him on the shoulder. And then he had to come back and have a conversation with Kirby, new coaches, and they talked him in the stand. I'm glad they did. I think those young boys got a chance to do something special. CA, we got to see a little bit of both of those guys in that Florida State massacre. You know what I'm saying? Julian Humphrey and Daniel Harris. What's your thoughts on having to replace, like, Lassiter has been a stalwart for 2 straight years. You got we lost Ty Key. And we lost Devon Bullard at safety. Like, trying to replace that, that's a lot of snaps we're replacing.
I mean, you're right, and everybody's beat this horse up. The talent is in the room. We got Kirby and we got Muschamp. I think those are some big factors because these guys know what it takes to be successful in this league, especially to do it early. And they're going to challenge these young players. All the players that we're discussing, high level of talent. So I'm not necessarily worried about who we pick. I just need for the guy to be ready because you're going to be picked on. You're going to have plenty of opportunities. Defenses are going to try to figure out, are you ready for the moment early? Because we do have these big games early. That does help. Sitting here looking at Clemson, Dabo is trying to figure out who's going to be that guy he can pick on, when they're on offense. So I know that my coaching is what I feel like should put these players in position to be successful. I don't expect you to go out there and lead the league in picks, but I don't want you getting beat deep over the top. We can't handle that. Flipping the field on us, big plays we don't tolerate. That's the quickest way back to the bench. Now you find yourself on special teams trying to cut your teeth again. So, it's about consistency out there. Have no idea who it's going to be. But, I like a guy like a KJ Bolden coming out of Buford, making an impact early, having some opportunities at that safety opposite Malachi. We've got talent in that room, all young and inexperienced. So we're going to learn this on the fly.
Right. And I think JV mentioned, like, when Malachi was a freshman, he came in and did some things. And you just mentioned KJ. KJ actually got some rave from Kirby at SEC Media Days. So,
you see Ben come in.
I'm actually getting to it. Let's see. Ben say front 7 is stacked. So talk about that, Shawty, because you be hitting on that.
There you go. That's what I was gonna say. That's why I do like this secondary unit. Because I think as a whole unit defensively, that front 7 is gonna be so good, right? It's like, so the way this, just in a short nutshell, the way this pie gonna be baked, these are the ingredients. The offense gonna do their thing. We finna put up numbers, right? So in turn, they're gonna be making folks play from behind. So now we can send these dogs after you all day. And they're gonna get these boys in the secondary chance to make play because now the quarterback playing from behind and his clock off. Because we sending the dogs all day. They under pressure. So that's why I do like this unit, because that front 7 is so stacked and we're gonna be so much better. I don't think we're gonna be exposed so bad in the secondary.
Right, and I think we all kind of touched on last year how we didn't have those, difference makers, disruptors up front. So it put a lot of pressure, and luckily that back end actually held us down last year. You know what I'm saying, with our 3 safeties especially. Good comment from Ben. Shout out to Sacred Grove, says KJ is ready. Hey, I believe it. Listen, Kirby don't shout out many true freshmen, man. So somebody else said true freshman. Let's see.
I heard that.
Kelton Dutch in the building. What's going on, Dutch?
What's happening, Dutch?
Damn good dog.
Route runners.
Right. So let's see. Somebody else said Ellis Robinson was gonna get some time. Ellis Robinson is playing the corner spot. I do believe he could get some running. Now we've got some guys from the year before at corner. Also Chris Peel, Justin Rhett. We've got a transfer from Oregon, Colin Gill. He's a redshirt freshman. All three of those guys are redshirt freshmen. So now I think it's up to Daniel Harris and Julian Humphrey. Julian Humphrey in that Missouri game had to come in due to, I want to say, injury. I don't know if it was an injury to, I think it was an injury to Everett. And or he came out a little bit and he actually held his own out there. So if he can be the same, you know what I'm saying, the same level as he was before he got hurt, as somebody mentioned earlier today, then he'll be all right. Stat guy say, JV, when you trying to get some of them Gamecocks on that college football game?
Hey, tell Stat guy to step up and get beat down, baby.
Don't fall for that, JV.
Hey, look.
I don't put 100 on you. Don't stop.
Put some on his
Look, hey, let me
got an
shout
All-American over there for sure.
Hey, Charlie, you know who I was, and I like the game, so you know who I am.
I'm glad the operative word was wolves.
Hey,
no, that ain't the operative word. That was just a piece of the word, baby. You better, hey, Stat guy, get your song. I ain't even got the game. I'm just talking trash.
Hey, Stat different on that game, boy. Make sure you get your reps. Make sure you get your reps in before you get them.
He ain't doing nothing but going deep with that one receiver they got that's running 1,000.
He don't listen. That's how deep Stat owned the game. He don't even like running with Nick Harbor. He like to run the ball on you, run it down your throat and stop you. He putts and kicks field goals. He don't play like everybody else trying to toss it around. It's real.
I'm going for it like Alabama and Auburn. 4 for 31.
That's the worst thing to do against Stat.
Hey, Coach.
Shout out. Before we get a shout out to College Fan, Hall of Fame College Football, Jason and the coach with the 499 Super Chat. We appreciate you. Say shout out to the panel. Go ahead, E-Rob.
No, I just wanted to kind of go against what you said just a little earlier when you were saying that you think it's going to be just about those two guys at corner. From what I've seen out of Ellis Robinson, that kid's going to play for the University of Georgia this year. He will play this year. Them other dudes better get their mind right. So I'm saying this right now. Just like when I saw Malachi Starks, I told y'all when I came back from that scrimmage, like, that boy gonna play for us. Ellis Robinson gonna play for us this year. KJ Bolden gonna play for us this year. So I don't know, Dan Jackson, all that experience, that's cool. We might need that early, but KJ Bolden will play for us this year.
Okay. Anthony White, what's going on, my guy? Say shout out to the
ground on that depth chart.
Hey, gotta listen. Dan Jackson, I can tell you right now, Dan Jackson definitely is the starter for the Clemson game because of the experience. He started against Oregon, technically.
Yeah. And I heard Dan Jackson got like a 4th round grade.
Boy, stop.
I'm serious.
Hey, Dan Jackson
like
is
4th, 5th round grade.
Listen, Dan Jackson, I tell you what he can do. The Dan Jackson can tackle and he fast. Now, coverage, we have to explore that.
If he jumped 38, he gone, baby.
Brian Drakeford in the building. What's going on, Brian? We appreciate you tapping in. Who else is up in here?
Fellas, what we do know is that anybody who steps on the field for the University of Georgia is going to have a grade. Yep. They're going to have a grade. We don't care who it is. If you playing, you going to get a shot because of where you coming from, how you train, what your training regimen is, what your discipline is. So I can see that for Dan Jackson.
And not only that, JV, just something we talk about all the time is, man, they got bodies, folks. All these corners, 6 feet, 6'1", 6'2". You know what I'm saying? So they got NFL prototype bodies, and they already athletes with that kind of size. So that's why these guys get these grades. And to your point, playing in this system and being developed by NFL-minded coaches, it's just a no-brainer, man.
Yep. Right. And to run down the names of those bodies, of course, we talked about Dalen Everett, Julian Humphrey, and Daniel Harris. They're all sophomores or juniors. Then you got redshirt freshmen, Chris Peel, Justin Rhett, Colin Gill, the transfer from Oregon. Then you got the true freshman class who were all 3 top 10 corners in the nation: Ellis Robinson, DeMello Jones, and Andre Evans. And then at safety, We got Malachi, of course, you know, the All-American. Dan Jackson is, I want to say he a COVID senior, if I'm not mistaken.
He'll red senior, right?
Red shirt senior,
He been,
yeah.
8
Now I
years.
know Ja'Cory Thomas don't get talked about a lot, but Ja'Cory Thomas was a high 4-star coming in.
Yeah, I think he's gonna play this year.
I think he's gonna be in that rotation too.
Yeah.
Junior. You got Kyron Jones, the guy that we got out of North Carolina. He was a running back / safety, and E-Rob called it, said he was gonna play safety instead of running back. And then you got Jake Pope, transfer from Alabama. He's actually originally out of Beaufort, the Beaufort High School. He went to Bama red shirted, but he played in all 12 games on special teams. And then we got our new co-DC Jevaris Robinson is from Alabama, so he knows a little bit about what Jake Pope. I think Jake Pope looked good in the spring.
He had a good spring. He had a real good spring, Coach. You know, we talked about that. Yep.
And then of course
I like him coming out of school.
Janelle Aguero.
Me too.
Janelle Aguero at that strong safety spot.
It's a big time. Hey, it's big. It's a big time for him, Coach. It's big time for him. He has to play big.
You like the starting unit. You have to like the starting unit. It's just really about the depth behind it because, just the lack of experience. Like the guys, I think Corey mentioned it. It's not about the talent. We know there's talent. It's just about the getting the snaps.
Y'all trust Aguero at this position at the star?
I do.
Y'all feel like he's ready?
I think he is. I like him in the spring game. Like in the spring game, I don't necessarily look for you to get picks and stuff. I look for you to know what you're doing. And between him and Jake Pope,
being phased.
Always in phase, always at the right spot. We had a couple of guys, last year, one not with the team any longer, but he didn't seem like he knew what he was doing a lot of times. He was like literally getting turned around on the field. That's not what you want to see. So,
hey fellas, we just dropped 15 names. We talking about 4 spots. It's so hard.
That's Georgia
one
football, baby.
on the field, man. This is crazy.
It's 5 spots though. 15 for 5
there we go.
15 for 5.
You're gonna have to play 8 of those guys for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely.
I mean, you're right. You got to be ready.
Yep.
So to speak to that, last year with Javon Bullard, Malachi, and Taki, they played the safety, strong safety, and star. That was pretty much it. Daniel Sisavon got a little bit of reps here and there and blowouts, but that was it. And to be honest, if you look at the corners outside of injury time and blowout time, it was Lassiter and Everett. So really, like we probably will play, 7 of those guys or so, but really Kirby stick to about 5 people, like for major snaps. When we talking about like last year, I want to say Bullard got 624 snaps, Starks 847. Let's see. I think Taki was in and out.
And you go with who you trust too, Coach. That might have something to do with it too.
They knew what to do. Yep, absolutely.
Right.
For sure.
Oh, good point by Sacred Grove says longer seasons, more playing time.
Yeah,
right.
It's a marathon.
More snaps out there.
Yeah, it's a marathon now.
And like JV said, it don't matter if you get 10 snaps, 15, you better be out there like your hair on fire. So shout out to
you
Susan
playing
Dickinson.
Tennessee, Missouri, Ole Miss, they spreading you out. You know what I'm saying? They spread you out. So you're gonna need DB. You know what I mean?
And that's what we have our advantage. Them 20 plays. When we bring our guys in for them 20 plays, I think our guys are better than your guys, and we get that advantage. So I love it.
Now we got some new coaches in that back end. I mentioned Jevaris Robinson, co-DC now from Alabama, and we got a new DB coach, man. Our DB coach. Shout out to Fran Brown, left to go take over Syracuse. Doing some decent things up there, man. But we got the guy in from
USC, right?
USC, that's right, from USC. Dante Williams. Now, I know first thing, I remember when we got the hire, a lot of people was like, oh man, USC defense ain't no good. Which is a true statement. They wasn't no good. But what I will say is Dante Williams at USC in 2022 had his DB unit top 5 in the nation in interceptions. In 2018 and 2019, he was at Oregon and he had his DB unit top 20 in interceptions in the nation. So one thing it seemed like Dante Williams know how to do.
What was Georgia last year?
Last year
it wasn't good.
He's supposed to be a good developer. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to develop talent real well.
Yeah.
Right.
Sound like he attacked the ball guy.
Yeah, I like that. Let's get the ball.
I don't know. In 2022, we was top 10 for sure in interceptions last year. I don't know if we were that high. Let me see if I can figure that out.
I tried to trip you up, Coach. I ain't gonna lie. You threw
Hey
out.
man, you know, listen,
I'm sick of this shit. All this
Got it.
and he be flexing on us.
Hey, right. Listen, hey, let's see what we can do, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, that's what Google for.
Hey, you gotta like the DC though, man. He don't win everywhere. Muschamp don't win. He don't just, you know what I mean. So it's almost like they grooming him. Like that one thing about us, we play with depth with the coaches too, cause we bring that success in on you while you be playing. You know what I mean? Yeah, because the DC now, everybody talking about he gonna leave every year for another job. The head DC.
Right.
Yep.
Hey, while I'm looking for these, I'm finding these stats. While I'm looking for these stats, JB, hit them with the charter for the Tuscaloosa.
Well, yeah, man. Hey, listen. That's right. That's right. We ready. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all about this charter trip we got going on with Tailgate Kings for the year. The first game is gonna be the big one. I'm talking about Alabama and Georgia. We are taking a charter from Atlanta, Georgia, over to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. $150 per seat. Round trip, baby. We are departing at 11:30 and we are returning around 2 o'clock. We are gonna have an amazing time, people. Listen, it's $150. This is our first wave price. Once the first wave seats are sold out, it does kick up to $185, but that still can't be beat. If you're talking about driving to Tuscaloosa, and you're talking about parking, talking about being there all day, you're talking about driving home. You're paying for convenience. We're gonna take care of you, and not only are we taking you there, but we're gonna take care of you while you're there, because we're gonna put you down with the largest tailgate that they have in Tuscaloosa, bar none. All you can eat, all you can drink. Folks, do not miss this opportunity to be able to go over there and party with Alabama folks, Georgia folks at one of the biggest games of the year. $150 starting out. Once those seats are gone, it's $185. Whether you have tickets or not, the game will be shown at the tailgate on the quad. You know how we do it. We Tailgate Kings, man. We don't do nothing less besides amaze you and provide experiences. Get with us, get on that bus, ride over. Let's have a great time.
There it is. Make sure y'all get out to tailgatekingsatl.com for them tickets, as shall be put in the comments. Whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, make sure you get in there and get them tickets before they sold out, because JB said he turning off the you can't contact them after they sold out. So don't be hitting them up. Put me in the luggage department.
Hey, B, you had about 15 seconds in there, boy. You sound like a real infomercial. I had almost bought in, like for real. I had them locked in.
He sold me a couple of times last week. I was like, damn, boy, where my wallet at? Here you go.
I almost locked in, forgot what I was saying.
Appreciate it, man. That thing come natural, man. When you like we are.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what. Listen, if he say let me in, Hendrix say let me in. So he must more. Listen, tailgatekingsatl.com for those tickets, people. Be there or don't complain about it. How about that? What's going on, OG Benny Frank? He said, I'm in a chair. Do the bus provide a lift? How about that?
Good question.
Do the charter bus provide a lift for like a wheelchair?
You know what? I can't really answer that right now. I didn't see a lift, but you know what? We'll get you on there, OG. If you need to come and you want to come, we'll lift you up on the bus.
Okay.
Right.
Believe that. And we'll make sure you got a comfortable place to be able to, sit down on that journey over there, and we'll take care of you.
Yeah. There it is.
There it is.
Guaranteed right there.
ATL.
From the horse's mouth.
All right. I got that.
You heard that from the president.
Right.
Right. Right. We had 14 interceptions last year, CA. That was good for tied for 19th with.
So that ain't good. Yeah.
That's about. We was tied. Listen, we was tied. Shelby. Don't hate me, but we was tied with Georgia
Florida.
Tech.
Oh, yeah.
We was tied with Georgia Tech, Kansas, Coastal.
People could run on us last year. They ain't have to.
Right.
You know what's crazy, man? It's like how we talk about this defense, but we don't really be doing no but comparing ourselves to ourselves. You know what I mean? That would make it so hard.
I mean, when we are the standard, you know, it is what it is. You know,
it ain't like our defense was bad.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Just, when you compare it to 2021 season, you know, you just like.
I don't do that though. That's different. That's a different.
But that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do.
Right.
We nitpick.
Yeah.
We good at it.
Very good.
That's what we at. We in red air right now. We in nitpicking time. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
So as far as scoring, how like where we need to be keeping people on defense, since we done talked about D-line, linebacker, secondary, where we need to be keeping people scoring wise, because we know we got our offense.
Under 17.
Under 17, you with that, E?
For sure.
Man, I think that our goal
14 would be ideal, but
wait a minute. Let's make that 2 questions, Coach. What do we need, and then what do we expect? Because what do we need is really based on offense.
Okay.
But what do we expect out of this defense this year? Is what I'm really interested
CA
in.
called it. So what do we expect? I guess hit that, E-Rob.
Yeah, so I think the goal for the season is to keep opponents under 2 touchdowns, so like 13 points. I think that's our goal in the defensive room. Do not give up more than 2 touchdowns in the game. So with that being said, I think that we're going to be right around there. By the time the season's over, we're going to be right around 15, 16 points a game that we're giving up. It's my prediction.
Shelby say anytime we tied with Tech for anything, we need to reevaluate. Hey, stay tuned during the season. So stay tuned in the season, man. We're gonna have that segment getting petty with Shelby. Hey, Shawty, what you thinking? Same thing about 2 touchdowns?
I mean, ideally, obviously, you know what I'm saying, you want to keep a team under 14 points for sure. Ideally, that would be the goal. But just how we're made up, you know what I'm saying, and just what I think of our overall unit, I think, and kind of to CA's point, as long as we keep you know, under 17, 18 points, you know, it's a good chance we're going to win, because we're generally going to probably be putting up 38 to 41 points on you.
All right, CA, it was your question. What you think? Same thing?
Realistically, yeah. If you can't get more than 17, you shouldn't really have a chance against us. But what I expect is that 13.9, right up under 14. That defense needs to apply pressure, create turnovers, and I don't care how bad we blowing you out. I want my defense to play 4 quarters regardless of who in the game.
Okay. J-Dog say we expect pass rush this year, pressure on the QB. That was something that wasn't there at all times last year, so I'm definitely with that, J-Dog. JB, they in that 13 2-touchdown range, maybe even a field goal if our offense is humming like we think it is. Are you with that, or you want to see something less than that?
What do I want to see? Of course I want to see something less than that. I don't want them to score over damn 10 points. I really, I don't want them to hit a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? I give you a field goal, and you know what I'm saying, and give you a little knuckle in the top of your head and get on up out of here. But what I think is going to happen, we're going to have some early games. We got some heat early. You know, it's not like we start off with some cupcakes and then, of course, we got some guys, even if they have played, man, you know, you got to kind of get yourself used to playing against other folks, too. And when you come out hot like we coming out and you got another heavy hitter behind that 4 more games, I could see us giving up some points that'll kind of take that average up a little bit. I think we're going to score over 35 points a game, easy as an offense. So I would think that we'll be right around that, especially to those first, let's say 4-5 games, around 17, 18 points is what I kind of feel where we'll be.
Okay. Well, last year, just for some perspective, we gave up an average of 15.64 points a game. So around about 2 touchdowns and a field goal here and there. So we was averaging 40.1. So that's so.
Hey, Coach.
Yeah.
15 points a game, and we all like, man, we didn't play good last year on defense. You know what I'm saying? This is the standard. We all collectively were like, we didn't play good on defense last year. 15 points.
Definitely not in the red zone.
No,
15 points. 15 points.
But it's just when you gave them up, it made it look bad. You know what I'm saying? Right, you got to think about it. All those numbers gave you a 1-loss team. That's about in pocket. What we talking about 14 points and 40 points a game. They're gonna give you a chance at making the playoffs and winning the Natty.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Shelby says we tied when we was tied with Tech. He said, "What's next? UGA winning the Math Olympics. The defense should be ashamed." She was talking about the interceptions being tied.
Oh
with
yeah.
Tech.
She's still on that. Let it go.
Well, you
Shelby.
take that to heart.
Right. Let it go, Shelby.
Shelby
Shelby take it to heart.
Shelby petty
Queen
as
of
they
the
call.
pity. Yeah, she the pity queen.
Thank you. Our first team defense gave back, and our offense fits. Michael is a game changer. Yeah, in the I would say in the G-Day game, our defense definitely was giving Beck a lot of problems. But I think that's good because that means our defense is ready. Michael knows this. It's money season. It's money season for Michael. He's trying to get that first pick. It's a lot of rumblings out there. He's trying to get that first pick. And, they say, some of the naysayers say that his stats don't match his hype. So I think he's going to go out there and try and prove him wrong.
Man.
Okay.
All it will come down to the combine.
Right.
Well, let me ask you this, Thad. What number of sacks for Michael to make him number one overall?
Ooh, great question.
Number of
sacks.
Yeah.
Sacks.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what, see, in this particular defense, it don't normally have to be as high as other people's.
Right.
So I don't even think he have to reach double digits. I think if you get around that 8.5, 9.5, anything better than that, he good.
He do got a bunch of games though. It's 15 game situation, 16 games.
I was thinking 10.
Oh well, yeah. Well, he should get double digits with that.
He should get double digits.
Give me 9 or 10. If he get 10, then
he get 10. Yeah, he good. Yeah,
they got to see about it.
Because we're gonna be crazy is everything that's going on around him. You're gonna have so many other people making plays. It's gonna be a shortage.
In them 3 games, I need to see 4 of them.
It ain't them 3 games no more. It's more than 3 games now.
If I throw it in
it's just like 5. We talking about regular season and 3 postseason. 6.
Big games. B. Shaw say big games against Texas and Alabama will be better than a total season. Right. That's what. Yeah. Like C said. It's about, and I think Shawty hit on it because we talked about. I want to say we was talking about offense, man. When you making those, we was talking about wide receivers making those plays and catches in the big games. When we go to Texas, Ole Miss, play Clemson, go to Alabama, play in the SEC championship playoffs. When you doing it there, I mean, you can not do as much against Tennessee Tech or something like that. But
do it on the big stage.
And see, it goes back to what we just talked about. It's about when you do it, when it happened. It's what make it seem, what paints the portrait. You know what I'm saying? That's what people remember when it happened.
Right. This is a good comment. Say he gonna have 1,000 pressures though. Right. I think the pressures combined with the sacks is what's gonna get him closer to that number 1 pick, even if he don't get that.
Just game wreck the game. Just be a factor in the game. Like 13 is just wrecking their game. He's just wrecking the game. Be that guy.
Get him off the spot. Because when you get him off the spot, your partner from the other side gonna be in there. Ain't gonna be so many more people making plays. It's gonna be hard to put up godly numbers in our defense. Or you just a stud.
Did you guys see Kirby's walk-off comment? When somebody asked, one of the reporters asked him about the defensive guys not having stats that normally relate to them being first round. And he said, I just go ahead and point to the number of guys we had drafted. And I start to name names. And normally people don't have that much to say after that.
Drop the mic and walk off. Ain't nothing else to say.
And walked off.
I like our defense is really an anomaly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna put up gaudy stats because of the way we rotate and just how much skill that's around you. Everybody making plays. It's just not enough for you just to put up gaudy numbers like a offensive guy. Like, to go to the offensive side, that's why the receiver room. That's why we don't have so many 1,000-yard receivers.
Right.
Because we spread the ball around so much.
That's fact. Shout out to Priest Perry. What's going on, Priest? He say,
Perry, what's happening?
Happy to hear. Dogs on top. Ring the bell one more time. That's right.
That's it.
Y'all say that NFL looks at the big game tape, right? Because they want to see what you can do against light competition. They don't. I'm not saying they don't care, but they really don't against the Tennessee Techs of the world. We want to know what you did against the guys that the other teams are drafting. We want to know what you did against them. That tackle from Bama, or that tackle from Texas, that tackle from Missouri or whatever. We want to know if you could beat him in the one-on-one situation. That's actually kind of what got Michael on the scene in the playoff game in 2022. He was a true freshman going against a 5-star first round All-American tackle at Ohio State, and he just beat him to a pulp. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, this kid got to be special.
And think about that being like the highlight. Like his freshman year was he living off that freshman film. You know what I'm saying?
It's go time
when you
now.
do it,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You're right. You're right. It's go time now, though. See, Shouty. If you want to get paid, he got to disrupt the game this year. He has to.
Well, he has to compete. He has to compete NFL wise with your boy from Alabama. So their name are going to be synonymous. Granted, he may not be coming out this year because he's just a second-year player. But when you just talking about ranking guys, they're gonna always be synonymous with each other. What's the went to Ohio State? The one went from Alabama to Ohio State.
Caleb Downs. I got you. Kelton does say I think his change in position will help him in the position to have stats, because he is moving to a little bit more of that jack, so he can he don't always have to be as a 3 technique. So I think he's that talented. I think he like Trayvon Walker didn't have a whole bunch of stats, not like the gaudy stats that first round number 1 picks normally have, but he
had that body.
He came out of nowhere.
He had that body.
Well, then he listen. We pretty good for starting you 1 year and then getting you in the first round. Jared Carter, Jalen Carter, and Trayvon Walker. Neither one of them started right on once they got to campus. It was people always in front of them. So
that's Georgia football, baby.
That's Georgia football again. It's hard outside of Carson Beck. I don't know who could lead they position in, be one of the tops at their position in stats when you talk about stats, unless you're getting a whole bunch of interceptions or something. But even that, the way we roll our defenses and coverages, I don't know if you're gonna ever be one of those guys. You know what I'm saying, to lead the nation in stats and things like that.
Well, that's the
you just got to be a hell of a
depth. Yeah, that's the other side of that depth.
Yeah.
No, you ain't gonna get all the snaps. You can't physically, and we're not gonna sacrifice our level of play because you're tired. We don't have to play. Look, we don't have to play champ 100 plays no more.
Right.
We got guys, and I need you for the playoffs. At the same time, you need to show me something. So we're gonna run you in and out of there. We're gonna rotate y'all, and when you're on the field, you got to make plays. That's the only way to prove who's earned that playing time. So that's a part of the beauty of it. That's why practice matters. That's why this camp is important. That's why all these names are in the running for these 2 or 3 cornerback spots. You got to get out there and prove it, and then you got to be able to do it, for the long haul. That's what's impressive. We got guys that can do it, and that competition is just going to breed success.
Right. Shout out to Hina. This is our RTH. Hina,
what's up, Hina?
right. Where's Hina hiding? She say sorry she's late to the party, but happy RTH Tuesday. What's going on, Hina?
There we go.
And to somebody's point, man, it's a long season now. Like the game has changed, man. So you need those bodies. And when you go to your 2s and 3s, if it need be, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to have a drop of quality at all. So I think JB says it all the time. Them 10 or 15 snaps, the temp light need to always be coming on. Running high all the time.
You running high, yeah.
Yeah. Like for real, everybody need to come off that donut assembly line. Like hot and ready. Hot and ready.
Right. Hey, just like the road, like he said, the linebacker rotation. Listen, you got to get in there and make your presence felt when you get in there, or you might not be getting in there. When we had Miles and Terrell on the show, they said as much too. When you get out there, you better do it, or they will replace you, because that's what we doing here in Athens. So
Georgia football,
assembly line, baby.
Yep, right. Georgia football, gladiator school, baby.
Say the cumulative value is what makes us great. That's right. We are great, even if our players' stats share stats. That's right. It's a team effort, and I think Kirby does a great job at preaching that. You know what I'm saying? Team effort, because the draft results show that we getting it done, and that the NFL knows what's going on. He ain't gonna promise you no awards or no stats or nothing like that, even though we have won a lot of awards under Kirby, individual awards. You know what I'm saying? We got a Thorpe Award winner, we got 2 Butkus Award winners, we got a Mackey Award winner. That's right, JB, the only 2-time Mackey Award winner in college
Heisman Trophy finalist.
Heisman with Stet the Great. What's up, CA?
Coach, I was thinking that tradition started a long time ago, man, out there against Oklahoma, when we had guys like Nick and Sony. You can be a guy splitting time in Athens and still be 100% worthy to be drafted early on Sunday. And it ain't a lot of places that can have that kind of conversation. It ain't about, you getting all the snaps. You're going to be ready. You're going to be ready.
Right.
And to CA point like this, man, like we talked about it before. We had these somewhat debates. When you have when you got guys that are special, you can't keep them off the field, man. You just can't.
Erik Robinson, he gonna play.
You know what I'm saying? You just can't keep them off the field, man.
Sell it, coach.
Yeah, man. You got to play. You got to play.
That's real talk, Shawty. Say it. Yeah.
Right.
They got to play.
Gets in, say good stuff, gents. Keep them coming. We appreciate you tuning in with us. For everybody watching, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, if you're not on the Respect the Hedges channel, go to Respect the Hedges on YouTube, man. It's our new channel. Starting game week of versus Clemson, it'll be just streaming over there. Of course, if you're too lazy, then you still can find the aftermath on Fanatic Sports Network YouTube channel, but the live streams will be on Respect the Hedges. Don't be lazy. Go over there and subscribe. Come on now, support your boys.
Call them out, coach.
They like, hey man, I'm used to finding it over here. Like, nah. So,
people don't like change, man.
Nah, for real.
That's right. Both of those guys got drafted, man. Listen, the draft night, I've said it before, man. Draft night is a commercial for the dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. It's like,
bro, we got bodies, man. If you getting on the, that's one thing. If you getting snaps with us on the field, you got a shot in the league because you already prototypical size and speed. Right. Everything you're gonna check all the boxes when it comes to the physical.
Right,
man.
Exactly.
Y'all was talking about we could have the first and second pick last week. I'm like, I hadn't even thought about that, but that definitely is within the realm of possibility, which is crazy, bro. That's just crazy.
Hey, we're in the times now, though. We're in the times now. So all these young guys, man, like y'all said, it's hard to keep these special talents off the field. We saw it in the linebacker room. We saw it when Malachi was a freshman. And we got these guys just in spades now. It's just crazy. So much so, it's like I say, I think some people
keep coming.
They keep coming, stacking on top of each other.
Just like top 10 class after top 10 class after top 10 class.
Yeah.
And you got to have competitive depth. 17 games possible?
Right.
Bro,
you're going to need it. You're going to need them players. You're going to need all of it.
And it's starting in fall camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your mentality going into fall camp, CA?
How am I going to build this depth? How am I going to find out who's ready to play early? At the same time, how am I not going to sacrifice a guy that might be crucial for me in week 8 through 12? You gotta take advantage of all of these snaps and try to figure out what would a rotation look like. And that's just about the competition. I mean, the coaches understand that, the players, that's why you come to Athens right now. We look around every time I pop over my phone, another kid is committing to Georgia, and I'm like, why? I'm like, bruh, you know what you're coming into? And if you want that, like that's what I love the most about it. You gotta want to go against the best. And the players understand that as soon as they step on campus, the temperature never changes. The coaches won't allow it. And just because of that environment alone, that breeds success. That's going to force us to put players in positions to be stressed, but some of them are going to have to shine in that environment.
Right. J-Dawg say Lincoln Riley keep giving us his commit, so we good. So
you can't do nothing with him.
He can't.
I like J-Dawg. You need to keep showing up, dog. I like you, dog.
Right.
He no ball.
Right. Yeah. Right. Pre says RTH running anything for the first game in ATL, a gathering. Would love to see y'all. I don't know if we doing anything for the first game per se.
Maybe not officially, but we could probably get together that evening, like that Friday evening before the game.
That's what I was about to say. If we do, it's an early game, Priest. It's that 12 o'clock. I don't know what they doing with us, giving us this lunch.
I don't like that.
Giving us
being disrespectful.
I don't like
man. They made the Canes give up a Saturday. You know, we normally don't give up a Saturday, but I had to give up that Saturday, man. I gotta be in this game, baby. I gotta be in this game. I can't be there at 5 o'clock in the morning and shut it down at 10.
Right. So that ain't even we ain't even got lubricated yet. You know what I'm saying? Pause. No Diddy.
Well, let's no Diddy on that one.
Hey,
Right
maybe we
around
can
the 8:50 mark.
right. So listen, hey, you know what time? You know, right. When it's 5 minutes out, we don't know what we talking about. Listen, man.
Hey, you know what, Coach? One thing
Stay
I
on
would
the
have said.
lookout for that Friday get together. Maybe
Yeah.
Priest. Hina say she down for that.
I kind of wanted to piggyback off CA with the fall expectations, man. Just real talk. You know, we kind of briefly touched on it before we got on the show, man. Like, in my opinion, you know, I'm really for this fall season just sticking with the cornerback room. I'm really interested to see who's going to win that other cornerback spot. You know, this is one of the rare times coming back after, you know, a season where I really feel like the cornerback room, I don't want to say it's wide open, but I mean, you can see a multitude of guys starting that position if it just doesn't fit right in the beginning. So I'm really coming into the fall camp, and I just want to really see how this cornerback depth chart is going to shake out, especially with Julian Humphrey and the Robinson kid. Is it Ellis Robinson?
Ellis Robinson and Daniel Harris. Who
so that's what I'm saying. You got 3 guys in that mix.
So, E-Rob, to that point, do you think this battle goes on past fall camp into the first couple games?
Oh, this is going to be a battle throughout the whole year, and you know, I don't want to characterize it as a battle. We're going to need all of these guys. It's 50, like we just talked about how many games we're going to play. It's a long season, so the guy who started in game 1 come game 10 might not be the starter anymore. Like for me, I'm not just going to make the statement that Dalen Everett is going to be there game 10. I'm telling you, Ellis Robinson is that dude, and if Everett is still kind of inconsistent, then give me the young dude.
Now he's the only true starter coming back now.
Right, and he's the most
in
inconsistent
terms
of the guys. So,
I'm on Team Everett. I think Everett has showed me a little mental.
I hope so, Coach.
I'm calling it. I'm telling you, I think he's gonna have that year like Kamari's first year where he was solid over there, and then I think he's gonna do that, man. But it's too much talent, like y'all mentioned earlier, man. There's a lot of talent out there. Like, I mean, these guys are trying to get on the field. They're trying to eat. They friends off the field, but on the field, you know, they got a one common goal to win, but they all trying to get that lunch too. So
trying to get that Lamborghini truck, baby.
Trying to get that truck, man.
Hey, we need some of these guys to get some Honda Civics and Accords and stuff.
Nah, them days over with, Coach. Them days over with, Coach.
Put the governor on the car, dog. Like
them days over with.
Hey man, just like that, man. Our time is about to run out. Another good Tuesday with Respect the Hedges family. We appreciate all the dogs tapping in, man. If you on Facebook, we appreciate you too. You can comment too. Y'all know we can show y'all comments too. So if you watching on Facebook, get in the comments too, man. Let us know how you feeling, man. I don't know. We might not have no show next Tuesday. I gotta check the schedule. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? We've been running hard. We need a bye week. So we might have a bye.
We ain't even in season yet.
Right. I gotta get my oil change, baby. Got to get my oil change.
But we definitely stay posted. Click that like button, subscribe, turn on the bell notification.
Reasons to get up out of here.
Oh man, but we appreciate everybody for joining in. Hey, fella, anybody got anything they want to close us out with before we get out of here?
Hey man, I do want to say this. Look, so if we don't have the show next week, whenever we have the show, do comment and let us know if y'all want to have that thing on Friday, that meet up before the first game, because we love to meet with the fans. We love talking to the fans. So y'all make the show. So if y'all want to do that, we can do that.
Oh, and speaking of that, there was go ahead, Cole. I'm sorry, go ahead. I said we had
appreciate you, Dan, for getting in the comments. See, that's all we need. A couple emojis. That's right.
We was out for this past week for E-Rob celebrating his birthday, and I had on a Respect the Hedges shirt, and it was actually a fan there.
Hey,
see, we growing
like
out
that.
there. We growing.
We growing.
Speaking of, don't forget to go over there to youtube.com/Respect the Hedges on YouTube, man, and subscribe to the channel, man. Because again, once the season starts, we're gonna be pumping it out over there, man. And
get your shirt, get your merchandise, get your shirt.
Get your JV. Tell them about the shirts you said something about the shirts last week.
Infomercial too.
Take two.
Hey, listen up, guys. I know everybody doing the same gear that we be wearing while we on the show. RTH, TGK. We're going to bring something to you, man. We're going to design a shirt for the season. We're going to kick it off from the beginning. We're also going to design a tumbler so that we can go ahead and sip in style and wear the shirts all the while, baby. That's what we're going to do. RTH, TGK. We're going to have these shirts coming out here in the next few weeks. You guys pick them up from us, man. We want to see you guys wearing them out there just like you see us wearing them.
That's right.
Big facts.
RTA.
Big facts. So look, maybe that's the thing. We try to get something together the Friday before the game before the Clemson game that Friday night in the ATL, and maybe the shirts will be ready, and we might have some on hand so we can go ahead and sell them the bad boys. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. And Shelby wants to remind you she's already requested a ladies version.
The ladies version.
The V-neck is coming.
That's a good idea, though.
We've already reminded Shelby that we just gonna cut the neck off and the sleeves.
I tried to tell him.
Hey, we gonna check on that.
Everybody that rolling there, if you rolling there with a Respect the Hedges shirt on, then we got one drink for you at least. Like that.
Know that.
Yeah, it is.
Come on,
drinking with the boys. That's right.
That ain't on JV.
We've been on sold 60,000 shirts.
I knew it.
They won't be back
down there. We got to buy the bar.
Right. So, hey, Tina say she texting you now. Listen, we're gonna make that. We're gonna figure out, make that thing happen, man, and hopefully we can get that merch there for y'all, man, and have a big Respect the Hedges party that Friday night, man, before we take on them Tigers at 12 o'clock, man. Maybe then we can sleep in a little bit. You ain't got to worry about getting up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to tailgate before a noon game, which nobody likes to do, really. J-Dawg say free.
He wrong.
Even a cane.
Hey, J-Dawg say free drink. Put me down for 5.
J-Dawg, you good, dog. You good.
hey, CA, make sure you show up.
I can't miss it now.
Hey, we love rival fans to come in here. Quinn Taylor, I don't know what team you represent, but we appreciate you coming in here. You say you took one of our commits. Hey, man, listen, man. You
probably Dumas Johnson.
You probably needed him more than we did, but shout out to that young man. Hopefully he has a career.
You got to play him
on himself. But hey, right, if you took him from us, you need to play him because he probably.
Unless it was Bell.
Hey, he's the man out there as well. So
come on.
Right, Dan Pass say, "What's up, JV? Everybody on the panel ready for the season?"
DP.
Right. P say he tailgating at 7:30. Ooh, I'm gonna be
for the game.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be over by 9:45.
Hey, I won't be in downtown ATL for that.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Too much.
I'm gonna do a post game. I think I might have to get involved in a post game tailgate.
I'm tailgating at halftime.
We handle our business and let's get together.
Right. Listen, man. I'll be in what is that? Loganville, Georgia, down the street from around that Grayson High School area. If any of the dogs want to kick it that Saturday watching the game, but I won't be downtown ATL. So
not out there.
Can't do it. Shout out, man. Shout out to everybody watching. We appreciate the support. That's why we do it. We like y'all to interact, and we appreciate everybody getting in the comments, views. And for all my crew members, JV, Shawty, E-Rob, CA, and our guy Cool Cal, I'm Coach I. This is Respect the Hedges, and always go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Man, y'all know what it is.